What's up, guys? Jeremy Feldman here, co-owner and head coach at CrossFit Frequency, co-owned with Donovan Ryder, the head instructor here at Charleston Taekwondo. We opened both businesses 9 months ago, October 2012, same time, with about 18 combined members from our outdoor program, and we've been hustling ever since. So we're inspired here by John, who submitted his video tour, and Jen dared anybody to give it a shot, so to put their necks out there. So we're gonna go ahead and give it a whirl. Let's go ahead and walk in. So here's kind of when you first walk in. To the left, we've got our desk slash pro shop slash check-in area. We use this for Zen Planner check-ins. We've got some various Reebok apparel and attire, some Anthony Campo wrist straps, little brochure, speed ropes, championship trophy, just for looking cool. Various things, some t-shirts here, business cards and a schedule right up front, pretty standard stuff. We got one of each nano just for display, just to so people can see how badass they look and maybe be inspired to pick up a pair. We've got our fish oils, water bottles, stars, just like the biz prescribes, a little bit of info on what everything does for you. The Pure of the Recovery, and then we've got our singles over here, and we keep some extra stuff down here. So pretty basic stuff, guys, nothing crazy there. We've got our girls leaderboard right here, and here we've got some prizes laid out. Tomorrow we're doing our adventure WOD to cap off Feel the Love Month or Member Appreciation Month, or whatever you guys are calling it. So we're kind of laying out the prizes here and building those, so people will know what they're playing for tomorrow, what they're drawing for. We keep our benches over here. We've got 4 of them. They serve, similar to John, they serve as kind of the seating area when people first walk in, and then we also use them when we do our bench press work. We've got our accountability board right here. Kind of threw this up because people were kept coming up to me saying, dude, I keep eating brownies or cereal or whatever, can you help? I was like, man, I can't control what happens outside the box, but what we can do is put this bad boy up here, and then it's purely voluntary. Nobody has to do anything, but you name the stakes and you name what it is you're trying to get done or to avoid to not get done, and once it's up there, it's etched in stone. Everybody can see it. Everybody knows what you're up to. As you can see, looks like Donovan has to do about 1,200 push-ups in 2 days. So otherwise we might be having a nice crisp 50 added to our bankroll here. Got some cubbies right here for people to keep their stuff. Coconut water here, we keep it stocked pretty well, I think. Business cards, we have a lot of small business owners here. Just kind of let people put their stuff up, keep it in the family. Here's our little poster for Member Appreciation Month, all the cool stuff we're doing. It's because we love them. New member board. Pretty standard stuff here. We've got some Spark that we picked up from John Birch, trying to test it out, test the market, see what people think of it. Our Lara bar stash here. Dumbbells over here. These are our old barbells that we are about to put on Craigslist for probably not very much, like $10 or something, if anybody will pick them up. We just upgraded the whole set. Pretty pumped about that. Bathroom, pretty standard stuff here, right? Nothing too crazy. A little inspiration, and little technical comparison of 2 world record snatch lifts. Compliments of Harvey Newton, USA Weightlifting. Thank you, sir. All right, moving on. Here's from the other angle. Here's what it looks like if we can focus here. There we go. So we got, here's where we walked in. Here's our pull-up rig. We've got the what's that look like? 20-footer, 4 racks. We've got 2 dip bars on either end. We generally have the fellas do their work on the outside, and then the ladies do their work on the inside right here, just so we don't get any people donking barbells or plates up top here. Again, we have our low budget stereo system, computer speakers, but being in a 2,000 square foot space, it's not too big a deal. A couple of fans that we keep in here. We've got our smaller plates here. We've got these wooden plates right here. These things are pretty handy for those that aren't quite ready to move up to 10-pound plates on the barbell, so they just give them the right depth working on the deadlifts or the Olympic lifts. They only weigh like 2 pounds a pop. They're just made of wood. One of our members made those for us. We've got smaller plates, chalk buckets, safety belts up here, cowbell for PRs, right? Super important. Jump ropes. We've got some weighted dip belts here for some of our strength stuff. Keep the barbells. We picked up these little handy dandy vertical plate storage with wheels, right? So we can move them out to the middle. Those are pretty handy. They're more of a luxury than a necessity, but I sleep better at night knowing that these things are straight and organized. Here we got our PVC pipes, rifles, just kind of in the corner. We got a couple of different weights there, so we can do that stuff. We got our extra dip bars right here, just keeping them out of the way. Foam rollers for the peeps. Some more rifles up top. Ab mats, slam balls, a couple of lacrosse balls, various equipment here, some ladders for speed drills. Kettlebells, keep them lined up. We try to do it Tim Thackeray style from high voltage, just keep them lined up. We haven't found that our members just rush to put them exactly where they go. So I'm thinking about putting maybe a solo strip of red tape, red, yellow, white, so they'll just kind of know to place them on there. See if that helps at all. Got our barbells, just upgraded the fellas barbells, pretty pumped about that. The ladies are next. A couple of rowers, we keep them stacked over here. We were kind of thinking we could only get 4 or 5 here, but after watching John's video, he kind of overlapped them and really only cost you another inch or so of depth. So now I'm thinking we could probably get 8 or 10 here pretty easily. So John, thanks for the idea there. We got a piece of, I guess, kind of stiff plexiglass we put up on the wall. You can see we've got this ceiling going on, so that's one of our serious downfalls here, is that we we don't have the ropes, we don't have the rings just yet, but we do have plans for those. Anyways, so we also we don't have like a brick wall to be doing handstands on, so we got some plexiglass up there to kind of absorb that, so we can do some handstand push-ups, and then we can do some wall balls inside, just going 9 feet up with a heavier ball than prescribed, and it works out to be just about the same. Keep the boxes over here, got them blinged out a little bit just for fun. Again, probably more of a luxury than a necessity, but people seem to like it. Keep the spray bottles and the paper towels over here in the corner so people can wipe down their own equipment. PR board, feel free to rip us a new one for not having too many of those up for the month. This is just our kind of our mop closet. Got just a little room in here where we can keep everything kind of stashed away. Everything's reasonably organized. We haven't done a whole ton of cleaning before this video here, so we're pretty much both fairly uptight people, Donovan and I, and our coaching staff, if you will. So we keep it pretty clean most of the time. Getting ready to go international with this mug, so we got New York, London, and what is that, Tokyo time? So just so when we make it big, I like to know what time it is in Tokyo. So there's Donovan, Coach D, what up? Hanging out, working on checking email on the phone. Again, this is the office where the magic happens. Crystal, our intern, working on some graphics for member appreciation. She's the smartest one in the building, don't forget it. And our CrossFit Blaine. So there we go. All right. And last one, this is kind of the break room / storage for extra crap / here's where we keep our extra Taekwondo uniforms. I'll show you guys that here shortly. Just kind of random stuff. Like I said, we got a little fridge going on here. Microwave, extra for the extra stuff for the pro shop. But thankfully we're fortunate enough to be able to kind of lock that off and make it so it's not too sore on the eyes, if you will. So moving next door, this is where the ass kicking happens, right? This is our Taekwondo school. We're teaching mostly kids over here. Some adults starting to really put a little more emphasis into this program. All our biz numbers do include both programs, just because they both require a substantial amount of energy. But starting next month, we will be splitting them up. So probably see a decent dip in membership and in gross numbers, but probably a nice spike in ACV, seeing that the CrossFit program is far more expensive. But here's our Taekwondo Pro Shop. Got a couple of things going on, right? Nothing crazy. Parents chill out over here. We got the mirrors going on. Right, some flags. So the plans are to move taekwondo. We're starting to get some growth over here. We probably got about 30 kids here. Yeah, 110 on the CrossFit side. So I think we're gonna move this taekwondo gym across the street and make this CrossFit as well. So we can now kind of do the 2 classes at one time thing. I think we're gonna rip the ceiling out over here. So now we'll be able to get our ropes going, get the rings, all that fun fire breather stuff that, I mean, you gotta have that to be considered a real CrossFit gym, right? I don't know. Anyways, so this is it, guys. This is what we're up to. We'd love to hear some feedback. Again, we're kind of operating with a fairly small operation. We've got 2,000 square feet across on the CrossFit side, and we've got 1,000 square feet on the Taekwondo side of total space, right? You can get rid of bathrooms and office space, et cetera, et cetera. You know, we're probably looking at 3,000 total, maybe 2,700, 2,600 workable space. But so yeah, here's where we're at. Please, any feedback, any suggestions, ideas for the new layout, we love to hear them, guys. Again, thanks for watching, and chat soon.